Welcome to our truck camper. It's a Lance Lite Model 815. It weighs less than 2,000 pounds, so it's easy on the truck. I remodeled the interior to make it a little more homey, and we've had some great times with it, but it's time to pass it on to someone new. We're hoping someone will pick it up who will enjoy it as much as we have. So let me show you around the inside and some of the changes we've made, some of the features that the inside of the camper has. Here you got your standard truck camper dinette seating area, although we gussied it up a little bit. I redid the entire interior of the camper with cedar on the ceiling and this standing beadboard over here. These cushions have another thin layer that goes on top that you need if you want to turn this thing into a bed. The other thing you need is the full-size table, which I still have and comes with the camper. So this can go back to its original config and become another place to put somebody to sleep. Got the little cocktail table. Got storage above. Pretty good amount of storage. Some campers, this upper cabinet folds down to a second cot, but not in this one. This does not move. Of course, you got sliding window there and curtains with the Velcro sashes and all that. Same thing here. Overhead lamp. Here's your heat thermostat right here, the Emerson, and this remote control works for the Mr. Fantastic fan, and it will variable speed, either input or output. The clock needs a battery, but hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? This was a kind of ugly fluorescent overhead light that works on shore power, and I never replaced it because it was so ugly. And I stopped searching for a 110 volt light fixture, but if you find a nice low profile light fixture, it could go there. And it's 110 only, so only when you're plugged in. This covers a junction box where there's wiring for a air conditioner, which could go into this vent. We're from the Pacific Northwest, so we never needed one. Here's your cooking area. First, you got some decent sized cabinetry up top. Especially for two people, holds plenty of dry goods over here, and we always kept our dishes over here. And then you've got more space down here. That shelf is removable. And the under sink area, you just keep some cleaning supplies and whatnot. There's a little bit of the switch gear under there and access to the hot water heater valves, which is important because you want to drain that off season. This little dehumidifier comes with the camper. Well, we bought it, but it will go to the new owner with the camper, and we've kept this running the whole time this thing is parked, which is also a great idea to not get humidity problems in here, especially in a sticky summer situation. I made this little cover out of some leftover flooring material. The flooring material is what I used to make the backsplash, and so this doubles as a serving tray and some prep food counter space. You can see that it's just a 2-burner stove. There's no ignition, so you need a stick lighter or matches or whatever. We'll just use a barbecue stick lighter. Pretty basic sink, nothing necessarily worth mentioning there. You got the towel bar, of course. And a little sliding window here. Always worth having that open if you can when you're cooking. And there's the battery monitor station. And there's the tank and battery station right here. You see I've got, says the battery's full, got an empty holding tank, an empty gray tank, and 2/3 of our 15-gallon fresh water. Okay, let's talk about the refrigerator. You got your basic 3-way RV refrigerator. So right now I just turned it on for the shore power. You see to the left it can run on 12-volt battery power, and to the right is the gas. The gas is remarkably efficient. 1 pound, a 20-pound tank of gas lasts a long time. Now your temperature settings. This is the piezo igniter for the gas. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the piezo igniter for the gas. You got to hold them both down until this green thing comes over here by the red arrow comes over into the green. So it's a bit of a process, and I actually find it easier to just manually light it. But it does work. Inside, you got these nice drawers that you can configure a little bit for height. Holds plenty of beer. You got the freezer section up here, which works pretty well. We were able to make ice cubes in there, and things will stay frozen pretty well. Keep the bar on there to keep it from shaking around in transit. We got this stay bar. We have a couple more somewhere. And I put this little computer fan in here. It's a hack I picked up from Stony Boots. It's a good YouTube channel. You should check it out, Stony Boot. Anyway, it's just a little computer fan in here to help circulate the cool air, and it actually makes a pretty big difference. Here's your drip pan from the condensation from the cooler coil. It's a good idea to keep an eye on this. It can overflow pretty good on a hot, humid day. I did repaint the cover of the refrigerator to match the cover of all the other cabinetry. Okay, so here's the bedroom. It's a queen-size bed, and now it goes east-west. It used to go north-south, but the headspace back in there was kind of weird and wasted and uncomfortable. So we turned the bed east-west. There was some shelving here that I took out, and I put in some shelves in that back section, and it works really great as a closet. We use packing cubes and can get a lot of storage back in there. That holds a lot of clothes. You can see I redid the curtains with actual curtains. They've got some Velcro to hold them in a sort of semi-blackout situation, or they can be pinned open like that. Put these little corner shelves in here at each corner, just enough to hold, something, maybe a box of tissues, or we actually prop our iPad up on here occasionally and we'll watch a little Netflix or something. And then back in here, I got this little cubby hole. I'm not sure what it was even designed for, so I threw a couple shelves in there, and it was probably something going to put a net across it for a knick-knack and such. Then of course you have the escape hatch right here, which cranks open. Nice on a cool, clear night. You crank it open and look up at the stars a little bit. Oh, and one other thing, very worth mentioning. First off, the mattress was new to us, so we've probably spent 60 nights on it or something. It's memory foam, really nice, comfortable. And we put this underneath because you hear horror stories about mold in truck campers. So we've got this aeration system underneath, and it has worked tremendously well. Never had a problem with mold in here. Another storage option here under the refrigerator. That box right there from the outside access, that's what holds your 20-pound propane tank. But
fair amount of storage, and it kind of goes up high. We kept our trekking poles and our tripod for our camera and other slightly taller things actually fit in there quite well. And you've got these two panel doors opposite each other on the floor. Those open right to the outside. So when you're mounted on your truck, that lets you access the space between the cab of your truck and the wheel well. And I keep our sewer hose and towing straps and things like that in that space. We also have a little cabinet down here that's pretty deep, good for muddy boots and tool bags and things like that. Here you have the junk drawer, and here's a hanging wardrobe, and the last storage space. So we got a water hose, a water filter, pressure regulator, bug spray, things like that I keep there. A lot of people have been asking for pictures of the bathroom, so here it is. It's a standard truck camper wet shower or wet bath, I guess they call it. There's your shower curtain. You got your towel rack right there. Obviously, there's the commode. There's your shower wand. Everything goes, right down into the floor drain. Got a little door to hide your toilet paper behind and keep it dry. Plus a little storage in there for some more paper and for some tank chemicals. It has a skylight, and it has this vent, which is typically screened and whatnot, and I took the screen out because I bought a new vent that's actually got a vent fan in it. You can see those wires sitting there, so that will come with the trailer, with the camper rather. And then here you'll see my wife's invention to keep this from sometimes rattling open during the trip. And then you got some decent storage in there for your various toiletries. So standard. It's a little tight, not gonna lie, but never been a problem for us, and we're happy to have it when we're on the road.